Okay, good morning, guys. How are you doing today? Good morning. Volume. One more time. Yes. Good morning, online. Okay, so hope everyone are doing good. So we purposefully waited this much time because for online people, link has been changed. So people have to yet receive the links and they have to join. Some people don't know how to join in the new link. So for that reason, we have waited. So from tomorrow, we'll be starting as normally, not even 9:15. So we'll go even 9:10 or 9:05 will start. Okay. Because especially this time in US or in some other countries. So because in our class, there are so many our friends, online students have been joining from different countries. So we need to respect also their timings because it's really late for them. Night 11, 12 o'clock, still they are awake and attending the classes. Just imagine, right? So we need to respect that time and then let's start on time. If you're all on time, then I'll start it. You see, right? I always be on time here at 9 o'clock exactly, right? Even though I come by car. So okay. So right. So let's jump on. So what did we discuss in our last class? Green tea, huh? Three T's. What are those? So three T's. What are the three T's? Elasticity, scalability, high availability. Okay. So those who are new today, I don't think so. Maybe if 1 or 2 or 3, 4 people are there new. So please continue the classes. You will get the, yeah, Sayali and Lahu Mane. Sure, you can. Sani, Lahu, and all. So those who are new, just go with the recordings that admin has provided for you. And then let me, please ask if you have any questions. So once you go through it, I think you should be fine. So please continue the classes today. So it is not like that everything is interrelated because topics are new today. So just continue the classes. Thank you, Ma Sally. Okay, all right. So three T's. So what is elasticity? Increasing or decreasing the servers based on the load. Increasing or decreasing the server based on the load is called the elasticity. Now, how do you achieve the elasticity in AWS? By auto scaling. Fantastic. What is auto scaling? What is that? Scale out and then scale in. What is scale out meaning? Increasing or adding the servers. Scale in meaning decreasing the servers. Fantastic. This elasticity is short term or long term? It's a short term. And what is another name of elasticity? Horizontal scaling. So in auto scaling group, is it good to keep the same type of machines or different types of machines? Same type. Okay. And then we discussed about scalability. So what is scalability? Increasing the capacity of the server is called scalability, or scalability in short term, what we call? Okay, that is vertical scaling. What is scalability is equal to? What are the two words? Scale up, scale down, right? Scale up and scale down. So what is another name for the scalability? Vertical scaling. The scalability short term or long term? 100% long term. Then we have discussed about high availability, right? So what is high availability now? The period of time The period of time the service is available to the customer is called the high availability. If the period of time the service is not available to the customer, is we call it as downtime. So we need to focus on high availability or we need to focus on downtime. You should not give downtime to the customer. If you give downtime to the customer, he'll feel bad and you will lose the sales. You don't get, company will not get the money. If companies not get the money, you will not get salaries. If you don't get the salaries, no long drive with your, with your friends. Okay. Okay. So you see how much it is related high availability to your personal life also, correct? Okay. So next, yes. What are the three main rules to have the high availability? Redundancy, monitoring, and then failover. What is the redundancy, monitoring, failover? Very good. What is redundancy? So you just so don't say duplicate only, because duplicate, what is redundancy? Duplicate. If you say duplicate, there's nothing there, right? So you need to give a little bit more clarity, right? What is redundancy? Having or keeping the same application in different machines, we call it as redundancy. And who is doing the monitoring? Load balancer is doing the monitoring using health check. Using what? No, everyone should speak. Don't keep it. Don't be silent. Okay, because if you're silent, you will feel that it is you're able to understand. But if you speak, then it will inject in your brains. Okay, that is the logic I'm telling you. Okay, so when I say answer, please try to answer. Okay, and then using health checks. So load balancer is doing the health checks for the server application. Okay. And failover. What is that? Failover. Who is doing the failover here? Load balancer is doing the failover. What is failover? If one server goes down, other server will take the request. That is called the failover. So if you don't have any of these things, if you don't have redundancy, can you say that architecture is highly available? No. So must and should, these three rules should be passed. Got his point? Excellent. Okay. Should be fine. Okay. So this is what we have discussed in our last class. And also I showed you a few diagrams yesterday, right? And then I asked whether what is the diagram about, and that's architecture is highly available or not. And I showed you yesterday also some orange color diagrams. And before going to talk about that orange color diagrams, so we need to talk about the AWS basics. So today, let's go into AWS. So till now, we have discussed about the basics. So from now onwards, we are entering to the technical topics of AWS. Okay, now? So do you like the way? Slowly, one by one. So instead of, because in our course, there are freshers are there, experienced people are there, and then gap people are there, and so many of our sisters are there where they have a huge gap for 10 years. They want to come to the industry back from the homemaking, right? So there are different types of mindset students and people are there. So we need to respect each and everyone. And as we are all together for next couple of months, so we need to respect each other, and we should have a feeling that we all should grow together. So you should not have a feeling that I is not good all the time. It's always good to call it as we. So I'll also feel every time we all should grow together. So for that reason, let's go slow, aram se, right? And then slowly, steadily, we'll win the race. Okay, fantastic. Let's move on. Let me share my screen. So as we have already passed half an hour, so please expect little bit a few minutes extras today, okay? Because the topic I cannot cut it in the middle, correct? Okay, Nana. So the today's topic here is very, very, very important topic, which is called regions and availability zones. Say that. Regions and availability zones. Regions and availability zones. Okay, na? Okay, see here. You all know this, that AWS has global infrastructure. Many times we have discussed this, right? AWS has global infrastructure. That meaning, does AWS has only his data centers only in India? No, only in US, only in Sydney, Australia. No, AWS has his data centers globally, right? So for that reason, we call it as AWS has global infrastructure. What does AWS has? Global infrastructure. I'll start with that writing. AWS has global infrastructure. Okay. AWS has global infrastructure. Okay, Nana, see here. AWS has global infrastructure. Where are we now? In which country? Our beloved India, right? So we are in India. Do we need to worry about other countries now? Do you need to worry about where are AWS data centers in other countries? No, as we are in India, let's concentrate on where is AWS infrastructure in India. Because we will be connecting, we're setting up our infrastructure in India only. So in India, there are two places, you know that. So what are those two places? We have Mumbai and Hyderabad. So from now onwards, instead of calling that place, now you should be calling that as a region. What is that called? Region. So I could have said this region in before topics also, but I don't want to reveal the topics. There should be one situation to reveal the topics. If we do that, then it will inject in your brains. Okay. So what is that called? Region. So what is a region? If someone asks, what is a region? Can we say region is a place where AWS has its infrastructure? Keep it simple. Region is a place where AWS has the infrastructure. What does the region contain? What is there in Mumbai? Data center. What is there in Mumbai? Data center. What does a data center contain? Infrastructure, no? What AWS is providing for us? Infrastructure. So can we say region is a geographical area? It's some area. Mumbai is one geographical area. This one, Hyderabad is our geographical area. So region meaning you can say it's a geographical area, or in better words, you can say region is a place where AWS has its infrastructure. Can we say that, Nana? So now in India, we have two places, Mumbai and Hyderabad. I said, which is the region that we should be using it in our course? Mumbai. Why not Hyderabad? There is no harm using Hyderabad also. There is no harm. Everything is same. But the only thing is here is Hyderabad is a very new and latest region that it has launched. So instead of going, because in the new place, in the new region, there might be few services might not be available. But in Hyderabad, by now, it has been almost more than 6 months. So all the services are available. There is no harm in using it. But let's the entire class should be on the same page. That meaning we all should use Mumbai region. Let's take Mumbai region. Now, is there any difference Mumbai and Hyderabad? No difference. You can use anything. But instead of some people using Hyderabad, instead of some people using Mumbai, so let's use only Mumbai. And some people are, sir, we are in US, United States of America, right? So if we are in US, then you can use US region. No. If you're in US, you use the US. Now, as we are in India, we'll use Mumbai because Mumbai is near. As you are in India, will you use US region? Very far, no. If you need to set up some server in US, from here you need to all the way connect to the US. It will be slow or not. For that reason, as we are near to whichever the region that is near to you, it is always better to select that region to set up your entire infrastructure. What is a region? First thing, if someone asks what is a region, you should say it's a geographical area. What is that? What is that? Geographical area. In other words, what we say, region is a place where AWS has its infrastructure. We will be using that infrastructure. Okay. So let's start right. We'll come, Deepak Varma, we'll go slowly. Okay. So region is a place where AWS has its infrastructure. Okay. So region is equal to, can we say it's a geographical area? It's a geographical area. Which is the region that we should be using it? No, example AWS region. Louder. Which one? Mumbai. So we should be using, for example, Mumbai region. So now at the moment, if you ask, sir, how many regions are there in AWS? Do we need to worry on that? If he has money, he will set up new regions. But at the moment, he has 27 regions. How many? So there is no surprise if you, after 2 days, 28 comes, there is no surprise. But at the moment, how many are there, Nana? 27 regions are there. What does the region contains? Data center. What does the region contains? You tell me, yesterday we have learned about high availability, no? What is high availability meaning? If one go, if that meaning it should, your service should be highly available. Now you tell me based on the high availability concept, what does the region contain? Data center. Louder. What does the region contain? Data center. You tell me, will there be only one data center or multiple data centers? One data center or multiple data centers? Multiple only, no? What happens if you have only one? Pusuk, if that goes down, service not available for us. So do you think that AWS will have only one data center? No, it has what? Multiple data centers. Now, can I say a region has multiple data centers? A region has multiple data centers. Okay. City. Now, maybe you can write later, Nana. Okay, see here. So maybe you can take the screenshot and write later. Huh? So now here, what is a region? Region is a geographical area. Or region is a place where AWS has its infrastructure. What does the region contains? Data centers. What does the region contains? Data center. That data centers, instead of calling data center all the time, from now onwards, you should be calling it as availability zone. What is that? What is availability zone? Data center. Simple. If someone asks what is availability zone, simply call it is a data center only. And tell me now, Mumbai is a region, no? Mumbai is a region. Region has availability zones. One availability zone, multiple availability zones. So I'm telling you, Mumbai has 3 availability zones. How many? So is it mandatory for you to know how many availability zones are there in each and every region? Not required. Whichever the region that you are using, if you know that, that is sufficient. Right? No stupid will ask you any interview question saying that how many regions are there in Ireland? How many regions are there in North Virginia? It's not our business. So as we are using Mumbai, we should know how many availability zones should be there. For that reason, I'm saying, so Mumbai has how many availability zones? 3 availability zones. So what is an availability zone? Fantastic. Write down. So availability zone is nothing but simply a data center. In shortcut, can I call it as AZ? AZ meaning what? So many people call it as AZ in shortcut because lazy people, no? So sometimes we call it as, when you're writing, instead of writing availability zone, so they'll write it as AZ. Okay. So now slowly. What is in the red color I have wrote on the left side? A region has multiple. What is now data centers called? Can you rephrase that line? A region has multiple. Correct. Right? Let's try it. A region has multiple availability zones. A region has multiple availability zones. What is availability zone? Data center only, no? What does the data center contain? What does the infrastructure contain? Servers, database, everything. So what are the servers called in AWS? What that? Instances, no? So now indirectly I'm asking here a question. Nana, where do you create or where do you place these instances? Excellent. Where do you place the instances? In availability zones. Yes or no? What is availability zone? Data center only. What does the data center contain? Infrastructure. What does the infrastructure contain? Instances. Not only instances, databases, so network, everything. Right? So where do you place the instances or servers in AWS? In availability zones. Availability zones, nothing but data centers. You're getting it? So from now onwards, you know this server is nothing but we call it as instances. Instance. Where does this server or instance will be placed? In availability zone. Servers or instances are placed in availability zones. Okay. Not visible. Huh? Okay. So is this clear till here? Slowly getting it? Okay. Online, is this clear, Nana? Okay. So which is the region that we should be using it? Mumbai. Mumbai is a region that we should be using it. Nana, for every region, there will be one code. What is that? Code. So is it recommend? It is easy for us to remember all the codes of all 27 regions. Which is the code that we are interested? Mumbai. So should I tell you what is the Mumbai region code? We need to know at least that Mumbai region code, or whoever is using their region, it is good to know their region code. So if you want to know, sir, I want to know Ireland region code. I also cannot remember, right? If you want to ask Sydney region code, I don't, Tokyo region code, I don't know. If you go to that in console, it will clearly visible that code. But at least as we are using Mumbai for so many years, so I know the region code. So let's take the Mumbai region code. Mumbai region code is say that AP minus South minus 1. Say that with me. AP minus South minus 1. Say, guys, here. What is the AWS region code? Mumbai region code. AP minus South minus 1. And generally, I have a habit of calling minus. You can say hyphen also, dash also, whichever it is. Right? AP minus South minus 1. What is AP here? Andhra Pradesh. Asia Pacific. What is that? So AWS has classified into multiple continents. He call it as South, North, right? You know, Asia. This we come under Asia only, right? So this side. So that's why we call it as AP. And by the way, Hyderabad region code, you know, Mumbai is -1, no? Hyderabad is minus. Hey, correct. AP minus South minus 2 is a Hyderabad region code. But do you need to worry? No need, right? And now, how many availability zones are there in Mumbai? 3. So that availability zones also has the names like this: AP minus South minus 1A, AP minus South minus 1B, AP minus South minus 1C. Say this, guys. What are the availability zones? We have how many availability zones? 3 availability zones. What are the code of the availability zone? AP minus South minus 1A, 1B, 1C. Or in shortcut, 1A, 1B, 1C. But in your mind, it should be AP minus South minus 1A, 1B, 1C. What is the Mumbai region code? What is, how many availability zones are there? What are those? 1A, 1B, 1C. Clear? So what is availability zone? You tell me. I'll ask one certification question. Regions availability zones are managed by AWS customer. You answer the certification question. Because as a part of infrastructure as a service, provider is responsible on the data centers. Remember, we're applying the concepts now, right? So here, regions availability zones are completely managed by AWS. Is it possible for us to create a new region? Oh, no. Is it possible to create a new availability zone? No. Whatever AWS is providing, we should be using it, right? So here, regions and availability zones are managed by AWS. Regions and availability zones are managed by AWS. Okay, so I'm giving you one graphical representation here. Boom. So assume, what is this? Huh? Global. So assume this is a AWS region. Which region? Mumbai. Assume this is a region. Okay. Sayali, we are going slowly. Okay. Yeah, so we need to, I'll answer those questions, but let's go one by one. Okay. Yeah. You will get answered automatically in this paint. Just hold on. Nana, this is Mumbai region. How many availability zones are there in Mumbai? 1, 2, 3. Don't think I'm drawing some Virupaksha diagrams. Huh? So what are these? These are availability zones. What are the name of the availability zones? 1A, 1B, 1C. All these availability zones are inside one region or not? So we have the Mumbai region. In Mumbai region, we have how many availability zones? 3 available. These availability zones are what? Data centers only, no? So if I want to launch EC2 instances, or if you want to create a servers, EC2 instances are nothing but servers. In AWS, servers are called it as EC2 instances. So those who are new, don't worry, we'll talk on that a lot later. So now you tell me, where should I place my servers here? Where should I place my servers? In availability zones. Where do you place my servers? In availability zones, no? So here I went. So instead of calling servers, what should I call? Instances. What instances? EC2. So can I place my EC2 instances here? Can I go and create EC2 instances like this here in availability zones? Yes or no? Yes. Now, I'm asking one question. If I give you a requirement, if I give you a task to launch 10 EC2 instances, how many? 10 EC2 instances. Tell me, will you launch all 10 EC2 instances only in 1A or only in 1B or only in 1C, or will you spread? What will you do? Spread or not? Yes or no? Right answer. Because why? If you pusuku that 1A goes down, 1A availability zone goes down, all your 10 servers are fire. Gone. Is it recommended to keep all in one availability zone? No. So we need to distribute the servers across multiple availability zones. The wording that I'm using, say, I am distributing the EC2 instances across availability zones. Correct? Agree? Okay. Now another question. Based on this, I'm think and answer. Now these, we have how many availability zones are there? 3 availability zones are there. So these availability zones network are interconnected or not? Yes or no? 100% yes. Assume this is a building. This building is Mumbai region. So we have so many rooms, right? So we have interconnection from one room to another room. Yes, we can talk to each other. So you have in your, if you take your home also, you have 2 bedrooms. Is it interconnected or not? Yes. Excuse me. So here, can I keep my EC2 instances spread across multiple availability zones? What is your answer, Nana? Answer is yes. So remember, don't keep all your EC2 instances in one availability zone. Not good. Okay. So can we say these availability zones are interconnected with each other? Louder. Yes or no? Network. What is interconnected? Network is interconnected. Now you tell me. Okay. See here, guys. No. See here, Chitty. I have this server. This server can talk to this server. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. This server can talk to this server. This server can talk to this server. Why? Networks are interconnected. So all these 3 data centers can talk to each other. So for that reason, I can place few machines on 1A. I can place few machines on 1B. I can place few machines on 1C. I don't have any problem because they are interconnected with each other. So now, so I am writing this here. This is in certification question. Availability zones can communicate with each other by default. Can I also say availability zones network are interconnected? It is interconnected. There is a question from Prashant. Sir, can I put 10 in one availability zone? Why not? Put it. No. Guys, I'm telling, see. Okay. I'm asking this question. Okay. So first of all, I'll write this. Now, what is the best practice to distribute the servers across multiple availability zones or not? Yes. So best practice is to distribute the instances across multiple availability zones. Guys, I'm taking your questions because these questions will get automatically answered now. Okay, now. Some people say, sir, listen this question carefully. Sir, I'll keep all the 10 EC2 instances in one availability zone. I'll keep. You said, sir, what if 1A goes down? Sir, 1A is managed by whom? AWS or not? 1A availability zone is managed by whom? AWS. Whatever the AWS is managing, is it easily will go down? No way. It's a very, 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 very less chance that one availability zone goes down. It has been till now, it has been never went down till now. But logics are important now. So why it will not go down? I'll tell you the logic here. See. So first I'll write here. It's a very, very less chance, correct? It's a very, very less chance that one availability zone goes down. Why? Anyone from Mumbai or anyone knows Mumbai? Can you tell me few names in Mumbai? Places. Dadar. Andheri. Andheri. Aroli. Next, you said Thane, no? Thane. Bandra. Bandra, okay. Excuse me. And Kurla, okay. Ama? Aravi. Dharavi. Oh, Dharavi. Next, sorry, I'm if I'm spelling wrong. Okay. Chamba. Juhu. Where, which is a place that Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan stays? I don't know, but I'm just asking. Bandra only, yeah. Okay. So what else? Linking Road. Oh, you tell me one more. Last. Oh, bus stand. Okay, Vashi I'll put. Huh? Okay. Anyways. So now you know Mumbai places also. Huh? Okay. So example, we have these places, Nana. We have the places from Mumbai. So Mumbai, where is our AWS infrastructure in Mumbai only? No. So I am saying 1A availability zone will never go down that easily. I'm saying why? This is the reason. See, AWS will set up one data center in Dadar. AWS will set up another data center in Andheri. AWS will set up another data center in Aroli. And what he'll say is, this entire thing, he call it as 1A. This entire thing, you call it as 1A. 1A is nothing but group of data centers in the backend. Guys, whatever AWS is providing, AWS also have high availability in the backend. 1A meaning is not only one data center for us. It is a group of data centers in the backend. Now you tell me, just in case in the data center in Dadar goes down, we have in Andheri, Narori also, no? So you tell me, is it possible Andheri, Aroli, and Dadar, every data center will go down at the same time? 100% not possible. For that reason, 1A will go down now? Never. So this is the logic behind it. Okay. Similarly, here also. So Thane, Bandra, Kurla, and he call it as 1B. And the rest, he call it as 1C. So this is the reason why availability zone will never go down. But who knows, right? All of, God forbidden, if something happened to Mumbai, so where the places are, where the data center is placed, right? If something happened, there is a possibility. But remember, they also have something called disaster recovery. What's that? That we'll learn later. So we call it as DR. What's that? DR. So whatever the data they put it in Mumbai, so it will not be only in Mumbai. AWS will replicate this data somewhere in the other region. Just in case if Mumbai server goes down, your data will be safe in some other place. That is called disaster recovery. But don't worry about the topic. We'll come later. We'll go one by one. Internally availability zone have again data center, correct, Sayali. But do we need to worry about that? I have 1A availability zone. So do you need to worry about how many data centers are there in the backend of 1A? No, who is managing data centers? AWS. For us, it is only 1A. But AWS is saying, Babu, if you want to launch an EC2 instances, launch in 1A. If you want to launch an EC2 instance, launch in 1B and then 1C. Enough. But how it is maintaining in the backend? Are we responsible? No, remember, shared responsibility model that we have discussed in service models. Remember, what are we responsible? Customers are responsible only for application data and operating system. Are we responsible for the data centers in the backend? Whatever, however, is designed, how many data center he could, but doesn't matter. He will give you the console. He'll say 1A, 1B, 1C, use it. That's it. Okay, clear? So here, I'll say, there is a question. One doubt, sir, if we create instance in 1A, then multiple EC2 instances in each DC, sir. He's asking like this. If you launch one EC2 instance in 1A, 1A is nothing but in the backend multiple data center, no? That meaning each data center will have the instance? No. Guys, don't worry about what is happening in the backend of AWS. How is handling, we don't worry. So what we do, we just go and create the EC2 instances in the availability zone 1A. That's it. How he is maintaining in the backend? Let's not worry about it. So once we go a little bitter, I'll also tell you all those things, how they are handling it. But if I tell you now, bus in from your brains, you will get so smoke, right? Let's go one by one. Let's one more question. All 1A zone maintain the same data, is it, sir? Because one of the subsection 1A goes down, 2 are up, then you'll have no issue, right? No issues. So guys, it's see, You go and launch one EC2 instance in 1A and all the data will put it in 1A. No problem. It will be always available. I'm telling no, 1A will never go down. But if just in case, if something, God forbid, something happened, your data will not, it will be safe, not been happen. Till now, that option has not has happened till now. I'm just telling the safe things. Understood? Tamiz, understood? Okay, so here 1A or 1B or 1C is equal to, can we say group of data centers? Yes or no, guys? Group of data centers. 1A has a group of data centers. 1B has group of data centers. 1C is also having group of data centers. So that meaning one availability zone is a group of data centers. That is the reason why it will not go down that easily. Okay, I'm asking one interview question here. See here, guys. The green colors are what? EC2 instances. I put some data here. Can I send this data to here? Can this machine can also access that data? Yes. Why? Excellent. Interconnected with each other. But remember, I put the data here. Immediately the same data will be available here? No, it is not synchronization. It is not synchronization. But if required, the data can be available there. But it's not like if I put something here, it will tuck all of a sudden, it will not be available there. So you have the option there. If you want to send the data, you can send. But it's not like replication. No, it is not replication. It is availability. That's it. So I'm writing this for here. Instances across availability zones can share the data if required, as availability zones network are interconnected. Is it clear till here, everyone? Sisi? Online? Non-IT? Okay. Super. Offline, clear, everyone? And if it's not clear, please answer. Chapter. So now, there is something, two things. Now, what is latency? Okay, you tell me, which one is good? Low latency is good, high latency is good. Huh? So here, we have two types of latencies. One is low latency, another one is high latency. Which one is good? Sure. Which one is good? Low latency is good. High latency is bad. So what is the latency? Latency meaning speed. Latency meaning speed. Let's say, for example, I'll give a real time example. You open Google page in your browser. How much time will you expect to come the Google page in your browser? Within seconds or milliseconds? Seconds mean so you don't have that much patience for sure. So milliseconds or seconds? Okay. Now you are opening the Google page and you got it in within few milliseconds. And later you open the Google page and it's taking 5 seconds to load. 5 seconds is low latency or high latency? Milliseconds are low latency. So how fast your website is getting loaded is called the latency. So remember, always we need to have a low latency, not high latency. Okay, now let's say here low latency within let's say, for example, within 1 second you're getting the Google page. Here within the 5 seconds you're getting the Google page. Which one is good? 1 second is good. Your application should also come to your customer within milliseconds. Then he will say low latency. Then he'll say low latency. Okay, now there is one more question here. Now, where is our region that we are accessing? Mumbai. Which one? Mumbai. Now our customers are in India. Our customers are in India. You are the AWS engineer. You are the AWS engineer. Where are you now at the moment? Hyderabad. So which is the region that we should be? Okay, if your customers are in India, which region will you choose to set up your infrastructure? Mumbai only? Yes or no? So you'll be in the Mumbai only, right? Because as your customers are in India, that's the reason why you selected Mumbai. Okay, now your customers are in US. Will you select Mumbai? Which one will you select? US. Because what is the problem that you get? Latency problem. What is the problem? Latency problem. But to operate the infrastructure, it can be anywhere. Now we are using Mumbai region. No, can we sit in Hyderabad and operate it? Yeah. You operations you can do anywhere, but the region should be near to your customers. No, someone asked this question. Answered. Good. So region should be near to your customers. If your customers are in Australia, will you set up the servers in Mumbai? Where you will say in Sydney? You will set up. No, Sydney has a region. Now you have a question, sir. What if I have my customers throughout the globe? I have my customers in Africa also. I have my customers in Uganda also. I have my customers in Dubai also. I have my customers in US also. Everywhere are my customers only. For that, hold on. Sabar karo. Ruko zara, right? So wait for some time. So we have the topics coming in, right? So there we'll talk slowly. So just now we started, no? So all those things we'll learn, okay? Okay. So now, so this is a Mumbai region, right? Okay. I'm trying to ask you one more questions, guys. Availability zones talk will communicate with each other or not? Okay. So now, this is one more region, okay? Let's say, for example, tell me one region. Can I take Ireland? So Ireland is another region. So how many regions are there in total? This is another region. Total 27 regions for now. Okay. So Nana, I took an Ireland region. In Ireland also we have availability zones or not? Every region will have a availability zone. No, every region will have a availability zone. In Ireland also, do we have availability zones? Yes. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or who knows? Definitely more than 2. 1 is it possible? Because high availability concept is gone. No, if you have 1, so minimum to minimum 3 will be there in any region. So let's say, for example, I put 4. Can I put 4 also? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 4. Guys, because I remember this, because EU minus West minus 1. Ireland region code is EU minus West. I remember, you know to remember it, okay? Okay, now you tell me what is the region availability zone? What we call this availability zone? Name. 1A, this one. 1B, this one. 1C, this one. Oh, good. And these are all interconnected with each other or not? These are all interconnected with each other. There is a question. If TCS have a client in US, but TCS team is in India, what is the best choice for region? You tell me this. There is a question from Deepak. So if TCS have a client in US, but TCS team is in India, so will you set up the infrastructure in US or in India? Obviously US. Because where is your customer? It is not you. Who is accessing your stuff? Customer. He should be happy, not you. Right? Okay. Question. Certification question here. Nana, this is which region is this? Ireland. Don't think, sir, Mumbai is big, Ireland is small. No, I don't have space. That's the reason why I put small here. Okay, now you tell me, 2 regions can talk to each other or not? You put leg in the biryani. So 2 regions will not talk to each other by default. Neede. So 2 regions cannot talk to each other, but availability zones in the region can talk to each other. 2 different regions can talk to each other? No, remember. two regions by default cannot communicate with each other. But if required, yes. If required, yes. By default, so this is an certification question. Two regions can communicate with each other. By default, no. If required, yes. Sir, when it will communicate? But we'll talk on that. So, but I'm just saying here, so two regions cannot communicate with each other by default. So here. Okay. So network are interconnected here? No. Network is no. This is by default. No, if required, yes. Regions don't communicate with each other by default. If required, yes. I'm asking one more thing for you. See here. See here, guys. I have launched one EC2 instance in Mumbai region. Process that in your mind. I have launched one EC2 instance in which region? I have launched an EC2 instance in Mumbai region. Now tell me, the same EC2 instance will be available in other region also? No. Yes or no? I have launched one EC2 instance in Mumbai region. The same EC2 instance can be available in different regions at the same time? No. So an EC2 instance is region specific or not? Yes. So EC2 instance is region specific and availability zone specific. If I launch one EC2 instance in Mumbai, 1A availability zone, that EC2 instance will be available in 1B also? No. It is in region specific and availability zone specific. So if at all you launch an EC2 instance in any region, that EC2 instance will be in that region only. It will not be available in other regions. So I'm here in Hyderabad. Am I available in all the places at the same time? Because I'm in Hyderabad. Similar things, right? So here EC2 instance is specific to region and availability zone. Is it clear till here, everyone? Online, is it clear, Nana? Okay. So now remember yesterday, guys, see here. Yesterday, what I showed you a few diagrams, no? Now I'll open that yellow color diagrams. I mean, orange color diagrams. Now you should say that is highly available or not. Okay. But you remember, so it is in AWS. Inside the AWS, what you have? Availability zones, region will be there, no? First AWS. Inside that, what you have? Region. Inside the region, what you have? Availability zone. Inside the availability zone, what you have? EC2 instance. Very good. That is the logic. Again, what is there on top? AWS. Inside that, region. Inside that, availability zone. Inside that, EC2 instance. Okay, now what I do, I'll show you a few diagrams and you tell me that is highly available or not. Okay. So, okay. Now see this diagram, and I'm telling you the outer layer is AWS. Okay. The outer layer is AWS and dotted one lines are there. No, those are availability zones. Those are, so few diagrams will not contain the all stuff. Okay, I'm just saying. So AWS, the dotted lines are availability zones and these are EC2 instances. Now you tell me the top one is highly available, bottom one is highly available. High availability meaning what are the three things that you should keep in mind? Redundancy, monitoring, and failover. Now you tell me which one is highly available. Answer is bottom. Answer is bottom one. Simple, no? On the top, how many EC2 instances are there? Only one. If we have only one, is it possible to have high availability? Where is redundancy? Where is redundancy? No redundancy. So if you come down here, and do you see this here? That what is this for? 3 arrow marks. Load balancer, not that 3 arrow Bahubali. Okay, see here. And here we have the load balancer. Now see here, load balancer distributing the traffic. What is load balancer? Distributing the traffic to the multiple servers. Yes or no? We learn. Okay. Now, this is the load balancer sending the traffic to multiple. Instead of servers, what should we call here? EC2 instances. Load balancer distributing the traffic to multiple EC2 instances. These EC2 instances are in the same availability zone or in across availability zone? Different. So how many availability zones are there in the bottom one? 2 are there. So can I keep 2 EC2 instances in one availability zone? 2 another EC2 instances in another availability zone? Can I keep it? You only told, na? So is it good to keep all EC2 instances in the same availability zone? Spread it, no? Distribute it, no? I'll keep 2 in 1A, I'll keep 2 in 1B. And load balancer, see, now how I'm framing the definition of load balancer. Load balancer is distributing the traffic to multiple EC2 instances across availability zones. This is the perfect definition of load balancer. Say with me again, okay? Listen. Load balancer distribute what? Traffic to multiple EC2 instances across availability zones. That is called the load balancer. You tell me, load balancer is specific to any availability zone? Load balancer is not specific to any availability zone. Load balancer is created at regional level so that from the region it will see all the availability zone. How many are there? 3 are there. So this load balancer has a power to send the traffic to all availability zones. It should be the same, 100%. Because it should be within the same region. I told you 2 regions can talk to each other. No. So all your EC2 instances should be within the same region in different availability zones. Nana, is it clear? So load balancer is region specific. Yes or no? So load balancer is specific to any availability zone? No. Load balancer can send the traffic to multiple availability zones. Is this clear? Understood? Super. Okay. So now I'll write it here for you. The definition of, tell me the definition of load balancer. You tell me, I'll write. Load balancer distribute the traffic to multiple EC2 instances across. That is the definition. Load balancer is specific to any availability zone or region? Load balancer is specific to region, not availability zone. In the region, Vishaka. That meaning it doesn't, it created in the Mumbai region, Mumbai data center. That's it. It's a Mumbai region. So it is not specific because when you create a load balancer, it will not ask in which region, in which availability zone you should keep the load balancer. But when you're launching the EC2 instance, it will ask in which availability zone your EC2 instance should be. But while creating the load balancer, it will ask the availability zone. No. Nana, is this clear? Okay. Now. Okay. Before I talk about this one, I need to introduce you one more thing. It's very, very easy one. So now I need few names. Tell me your name, few names. Bola? Arif. Priyanka. Amara. Are you telling Big Boss contestant names or what? Tell me name. Teja. Mahesha. Ibrahim is telling Maheshu, Ilyana, Raj. Last one more. Sehwaga. Sehwag. Where? Cricket. Anni chepra. Okay. So, okay, finally, I'll say, Raitu Bidda. What is newly came also, na? What is that? Pata Bidda. Okay. So, Raj is saying Nikita, I don't know who, but I'll take Aarti, no, here. Aarti. Okay. Okay, so we have these people, Nana. Listen this carefully. So now all these are customers. Yes or no? Arif, Priyanka, Teja, Raj, Aarti, what are all AWS customers, correct? So what they do is they got to know that, okay, I want to launch EC2 instances in AWS. What they did was they opened AWS. This is the AWS. This is AWS. Okay. You tell me, AWS is what cloud? Public cloud, private cloud? AWS is the public cloud. Okay. Now what they did was, Arif went and launched the EC2 instances. Not only EC2, he has set up his infrastructure. Priyanka also went and launched the EC2 instances. And Teja also went and launched EC2 instances. Raj also went and launched EC2 instances. Aarti also went and launched EC2 instances. AWS is what cloud? Nana, generally when it is public cloud, whatever you do inside will be public or private? Public only? Yes or no? Public only. So AWS is a public cloud. Whatever you do, it is public. So when Aarti, Arif, Priyanka, Teja, all these people, when they started setting up all these things, they'll become each other public or private? Public only, because AWS is a public cloud. Everyone will become public. So is it good that they talk to each other like this? They both are two different customers. Is it good they talk like this? No. So what they need to, in the public cloud, what need to have? They need to have their own private space, no? They need to have their own private cloud, no? So even though they are in AWS, which is public cloud, they have their own space called private cloud inside. So if it is like this, then are they talk to each other? No, they cannot talk to each other like this. So they have their own private space. Understood? This is private cloud or not? Yes or no, guys? Yes. It is physical or virtual? Combine that. Virtual private cloud. So we call it as VPC. What is that called? VPC. What is that called? Very important topic. Which one? VPC. Virtual. What is the full form of VPC? Virtual private cloud. So as AWS is public cloud, you can go and set up your own stuff. Where? In the private cloud. So what is that? It's called the VPC. Now you tell me, whatever you set up in AWS, it should be within the VPC or outside VPC? Without VPC, can you set up your infrastructure? No. You tell me now. These are all VPCs. VPC, 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 VPC. Tell me. Two VPCs can talk to each other. Two VPCs can talk to each other or not? Yes, sir, no. Some people saying and some people saying no. Okay. Yes or no? Answer is no. Because there are two different customers, no? I'll give one funny example. Should I? Yes or no? Okay. You know Sulabh Complex? Yes or no? Yes, no. Everyone knows Sulabh Complex, right? Okay. Or else let's take posh one. You went to the airports, right? Or you went to the theaters. So they have the washrooms or not? Nice washroom cabins, right? Yes or no? Okay. Now assume this is the washroom or this is a Sulabh Complex, for example. What we have inside, compartments or not? All are same compartments or different compartments? How can it be same? Yeah, same or different? Everyone they have your own. I mean, different compartments, right? Different washrooms, right? Okay, so cabin. So here, assume all these individual things are like the VPC. All individuals are VPC. Each and every cabin is a VPC. So each and every room. So you go to Sulabh Complex, and if each and every box, that meaning inside the room is a individual VPC. If you go to the airport also, if you go to washroom, you have the cabins, right? So each individual cabin is like a VPC. You tell me now, by default, can talk to each other. Tell me, can talk to each other or not? How can you talk? Right? By default, you cannot talk to each other. But if you have your friend next to you, hey, mama, yes or no? If required, yes. By default, so this is a certification question. Two VPCs can talk to each other, communicate with each other by default? No. If required, yes. So here, that is the reason why, and that too, guys. So assume this whole thing, this Sulabh Complex is like a AWS. What a comparison. Sulabh Complex. So Sulabh Complex is like AWS here, and the compartments is like a VPC. So remember, and also, guys, for example, I'm saying here, you went inside the Sulabh Complex or washroom, you forgot to put the lock. Will you become public or private? Public. So you think you go inside it and you think you are private. But if you forgot to put the lock, you'll become public. Will you go and shout to the Sulabh Complex outside person for this? Point, important point. Will you go and shout on that person? No, he will say, Abe oh hole, put the lock. Yes or no? So what he'll do is, guys, he'll say, Are, I have given the opportunity, I have given the weapon, I have given the lock to you. It is up to you whether you use it or not. In AWS also, same thing. In AWS also, what they do is, AWS will give you so many weapons to you. It is up to you whether you use it or not. If you use it, you will be secure. If not, not secure. Not safe. Understood? So don't crib AWS for everything. AWS will give you so many things for you. As an AWS architect that you are learning here, you should know what to use when. So here also the same thing. So if you don't put the lock, you will become public. So whatever you do, the entire setup should be within the VPC and secure it. How to secure it, we will learn. Is it clear? So do you all agree? Guys, here, how many, every region will have a VPC or not? Definitely. One region, okay, one region can have multiple VPCs? Yes. Maximum, how many VPCs you can have? 5. How many VPCs now? 5. One region, certification question. One region can have multiple VPCs. Multiple VPCs. How many? Maximum 5 VPCs. Guys, couple of more minutes. Don't leave the class. And please keep this in mind. Whenever you are going and setting up in Mumbai, there should be some VPC, no? Can you launch a residency without VPC? Danger. Danger or not? So what you need to do is AWS, we think that array for my customers, what he's doing is array when you're launching new, because you are new to the AWS. No, do you know how to create a VPC? No, it's not very difficult. For me, it is very, for my students, it will be very easy, right? So what you need to do is five only, Ibrahim. So what was I was talking about? Sorry, I missed it. Gone. What? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So because I was concentrating on the question. So, so is it for you? Is it possible for you to go and create a VPC in the new days? Not possible. For that reason, AWS is giving, Babu, I'll give you one default VPC. What VPC? Default VPC. If you want to go and launch an EC2 instance, launch in the default VPC. I'm giving you already. Can we create our own VPC also? Yes, we can do. When we are super in AWS, I'll tell you when to create VPC. But till that time, what we need to use? We need to use default VPC. So AWS provides default VPC for every region. Clear? Guys, see here now. I'll draw one hypnotism diagram for you. What is the outer circle called? AWS. Instead of availability zone, now it should be secure. So that should be what? Inside the VPC now? Inside the availability zone? This is how it should be designed. Outer layer is AWS. Then it should be in the region. And then you should be inside the VPC. And then you have availability zone. So how many availability zones are there here in Mumbai? 1A, 1B, 1C. So, and then inside that you have the EC2 instances. So can I say that your VPC is spread across availability zones? Your VPC, now you will launch one EC2 instance in 1A, another in 1B, another one in C. All these things should be inside the VPC or not? Everything should be inside the VPC. Yes, Soumya. Now, is this clear, everyone? Okay, now you tell me, guys, this one here. Tell me, is this highly available or not? Come from left to right. Yes or no? Answer is no. Why? Excellent. Where is redundancy? How many EC2 instances are there? Only one. How many EC2 instances are there? Only one. Do you see here? Only one. But have you thought, because of one availability zone, how many availability zones are there? One. That is the reason why you call it is not highly available? Answer is no, no, no. Answer here is how many EC2 instances are there? You need to check. Guys, in one availability zone, can I set up high availability also? I can, no issues. But is it recommended to use multiple availability zone or single availability zone? Multiple. I told you, no, I gave, let's say 10 EC2 instances that you want to launch. Can you launch all in one availability zone? You can launch. Is it best practice? It is not practice. So put here 3 here, 4 here, some other 2 or 3 here. Okay. This is not highly available. Okay. Now, next. Is it highly available? Highly available or not? It is Yes, because you have the load balancer. Whenever you see the load balancer, it is highly available or not? Obviously, yes. So here you have how many availability zones are there here? 2 availability zones. So you have one EC2 instance here, another EC2 instance here. And what is this 4 arrow mark represents? Auto scaling. What is that? Tap, scale out. Tap, scale in within the availability zones. Highly available or not? This one? Without another single doubt, answer is yes. What is the difference between this and this? Nana, you can set up high availability with single availability zone also. You can set up the high availability in 2 availability zones also. You can set up the high availability with the 3 availability zones also. If you go to the washrooms, let's say, for example, you have 3 locks. You can also put 1 lock. You are safe. You can put 2 locks, double safe. You can put 3 locks, triple safe. Similar things here, right? What is the maximum availability zone one can put? What is that meaning? What is the maximum availability zone one can put? You're asking how many EC2 instances that one availability zone can have, or what, Shivam? If that is the question, you have thousands of EC2 instances you can have it in one availability zone. Clear, Nana? Let me stop it here. Is it clear? Topics, okay? So take the screenshots. Sayali, yes, N number. But there will be a limit. We need to keep on increasing the limit, Sayali. No problem, Lahu. Lahu, this is the same time, 9 to 10:30. Today, class is started at 9:30. That's the reason why I took a little bit extra. So generally, it will be from 9 to 10:30 every day. Lahu. So go through it. With the recordings, Lahu. Those who are new, please go to the recordings and then you'll be fine. Okay, there is nothing much happened. And today, I think today, as you join, this is a very important topic. From here, you can continue the classes. What are the other courses you teach other than AWS? I eat AWS, I drink AWS, I walk AWS, everything AWS. Sir, can we say load balance present in VPC? And if there's a backup? Yes, load balancers should be inside the VPC or outside the VPC? Load balancer should be inside the VPC or outside the VPC? There is no, if it is outside, how can it be secure? It should be inside the VPC only. But don't worry, we'll talk all of this. Okay. Okay. So, Srikanth sir, if you are there, take the screenshot. If you are there, can you please put the recordings again for the new people? From tomorrow, class will start from at 9:10. Okay. So I'll be here at exactly 9 o'clock, just in case if any traffic jam, please expect a little bit delay. Otherwise, I'll be on time 100% every day. Yes. Untundi. Guys, take the recordings. Srikanth sir, you want to talk? Okay, sir, no problem. Please.
Yeah, guys, good morning. Those who have joined the course with recordings, today after 2 p.m. we'll be adding you the recordings link to your registered email ID. Today after 2 p.m. The link will be shared in to your registered email ID. And if it is not there in the inbox, please check in the other folders. Okay, please check in the other folders. Still you have not added, just drop me a message after 8 p.m. After 8 p.m., drop me a message that I haven't received the videos link. So I'll inform my online team by tomorrow afternoon, we'll be adding you. Okay, is that clear, guys? Can you please confirm? Can you please confirm in the chat box? Those who have paid fees for with videos will receive the videos link to your email, registered email ID after 2 p.m. Okay. And if it is not there in the inbox, please check in the other folders. Still, it's not there in other folders also. Just drop me a message after 8 p.m. Not before that, please. After 8 p.m., you drop me a message. I'll ask my online team to add you people, and by tomorrow afternoon, we'll be adding you. Okay. So I hope everyone are have joined the Telegram group. Can you please confirm? Everyone joined the Telegram group. If you're not added, just drop me a message at 1 p.m. to add you to the Telegram group. I'll add you. If anyone are not added in the Telegram group, drop me a message at 1 p.m. I'll add you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Srikanth sir. Okay, guys, can you give me the final CC for today online? Guys, all the materials, PDFs, all will be shared soon. The batch is fixed today only. So please allow me 1 or 2 days. So I'll be pushing all these materials in Classroom, Google Classroom. And also I have one habit, guys. Sorry. I don't put the entire materials in one shot because there are many sugar patients are there. That meaning sugar patients meaning what they do is they open the material, they'll read everything, they'll all their entire mind will be khichdi. They will come to the class and they say that is everything, they'll get confused. So for that reason, when you are with me, when you are learning with me, no YouTube, that demi, this demi, nothing, no books, nothing. Just my class is more than 1000% enough. My classes are better than any kind of YouTube or Udemy or whatever Demi channels it is, right? So just concentrate. But yes, if we complete one topic, let's say, for example, we completed one topic. After that, you go there, you go to any YouTube and just watch it. Then you'll say, Amma, Riya sir is much better than all these things. 100% you will say. For that reason, I will not put all the materials in one shot, topic by topic, I'll put it. And one more important thing is my paints are much better than my materials. I'm telling you this, but I don't mind to share. I'll share it also. But when you start going with the PPTs and all, you'll say that, sir, your paints are much better, right? So don't worry, everything will get shared. Just concentrate the class, okay? So online guys, thank you for joining, and let's connect tomorrow with the next important topic. Until then, take care, bye-bye. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Sorry for extra time today. Bye-bye. Yes, Rini.